Sorry, not I am talking about anybody from India team. So there is another one. This is ITSM ticket management. Similarly, agentic flow. And this app, we have to show this is what actually start processing. You see, start processing, it will come here, put the data and ITSM data, service now data, it will get processed. So this is also can show the demo to them.
Do we have a
Right?
demo?
You see here, you can see here, correct?
No, I can see it, but has the demo already been recorded somewhere?
I think I will ask Satish to do the recording.
Okay.
Satish, you
So
can give some. Yeah, Satish is here. He can give some details. ITSM ticket.
Yes, sir. So, in my experience, okay, what you're looking at uh, right now again is in my experience in the past 2 to 3 years with the Gen AI stuff, the very first use case any enterprise is going to tackle is automating the incident management, right? So the service management. I don't have access to this, and typically this goes on top of ServiceNow. Now, many organizations, ServiceNow does not want to go and serve people who pay them less than $1 million, right? So their POC itself comes with $1 million. So that opens up an opportunity uh, for different players, right? So in this area, what we are looking at is given historical data of incidents, maybe an year or whatever, right? So whatever data is available, we should be able to identify chronic incidents that have been happening. Let's say return on investment is, you can say you can target the repeated incidents that happen, maybe like 80% of them, right? You use the 80-20 rule, and we should be able to target uh, a knowledge-based system which essentially pulls up historical data, tries to understand what is the nature of the tickets and what is the nature of the resolution, right? So we are looking at a couple of things here. One is base set of connectors that could connect to ServiceNow or SAP, even for that matter. And then we have a knowledge building component, and this actually is a very mature component that we have as part of the framework. It's just the finishing that you see on the end is probably a little bit not really good, right? And then you have the connectors to be able to take action for each of these tickets that are identified, or the incidents that are identified. This is, in general, the very first use case any enterprise you look at it, this is the first use case that they would pick up for Gen AI. Of course, there is always some sort of, let's say, upload your data and talk to the data and some stuff like
yeah,
that. But in general, yeah.
okay, so let's say I have the ITSM database, let's say Remedy or something, right? It has all the tickets information and all that. Let's say I
Yeah.
have 15 million tickets or 15,000 tickets per month. Let's say 15.
Right.
Okay. So what we are saying is that if you have those 15,000 tickets that are coming on an average to you on a monthly basis since last, let's say, 5 years, okay,
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
tool can extract the intelligence, the root cause, the severity of the issues, everything based on that data,
No,
and create a
that's not the.
not
Yeah,
create a knowledge
I'm
platform
sorry.
on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
That's not what we are. We are not targeting an analysis here. We are basically targeting automation and ops automation. So essentially, let's say the business owners know that, okay, here is 80%. These are a problem. These can be automated, right? We'll go ahead and see. Automation will divert us from the core value proposition. Right. So the business owners already know a little bit about where their pain points are, and they can tell us that, okay, here is your historical data. Just show me, demonstrate me a certain amount of learning, right? So all of your historical data probably comes down to 20. I have seen this thing, right? 20 to 150 different kinds of unique issues can be identified out of those data. More than that do not happen, right? So what we will be able to demonstrate is, okay, where is your value? And then just give us some of the historical data, and we'll demonstrate to you that, okay, you are able to identify the category here, right? So
So,
it might be 20, it might be 100 categories, and that is what will enable automation, right, along with some sort of integration.
so just to understand it, so basically,
Yeah.
let's say you have a service organization,
Yes,
and they get about like 2,000. Somebody
Yeah.
talking. Okay. So let's say
Yeah.
let's somebody, okay,
No.
let's say you have a
Yeah.
lot of those incident tickets, so you are
Yeah.
able basically to automate the tickets and they are automatically answered, basically.
So here there are two aspects, right? So one is about analyzing the tickets and presenting some sort of a big picture that this is what is happening, right? I am certainly not targeting that, and that's not a very AI-ish job. That's more of a reporting job, right? Where does AI come into picture is you have historically resolved issues, right? So there are 100 issues in that have occurred, and then there has been a human intervention to these things. They would probably, let's say, I don't have access to this system, right? You would, the human would go and, let's say, click some buttons to get that access, for
Yeah, okay,
instance, right?
okay, exactly.
Now, what we are looking at is look at the 100 and let us say you take the human out of the loop, right? Let AI handle that issue. So what we are looking at is the intelligence to understand what is the category of issue and what the human has done to resolve that issue, right? So a part of it is classification, or let's say, I mean, just the technical word used for classifying the text into maybe is it one or the 100 unique issues that how the business sees it, right? And for each of those issues, you would have a certain resolution, right? So therein comes a part of automation where if you look at it, right, 50% is absolutely straightforward. Let's say if you had 100 issues that have been occurring repeatedly, right, we only want to take up repeated issues in here. Issues in the sense that where a human is going and performing it, right? So out of 100 issues, 50 is absolutely smooth, right, in any ITSM system. And what you need is a very pretty basic system. So what we are not pitching integration here. We are essentially talking about an AI capability that does not exist in most of the places. So we will demonstrate an understanding of the issues and then mapping of it to a uh, to one or more classes. Now, how do I arrive at what are the nature of issues? This will be a sitting with the business on the other side, because every organization has their own way of solving an issue, right? I mean, that's pretty much. So what we demonstrate is an understanding of what is the issue, and sit with the business and say what is it that you have done for resolving it, right, for example, and then that part is automated.
This is
Here
all,
we are
so,
bringing AI
okay.
to ops.
The resolution, basically. So
There is
it
no rules.
identifies,
No,
so
no rules.
identifies potential for automated problem solving.
This is I mean, the terminology in the world is AI ops,
Okay.
augmented ops, let's say.
So, Shakti, can you pick up some issues and show me the actual tool, how it does it? What is the final outcome?
At this
Yeah,
point, we have not put in, but this is an application that has been in production in a couple of. This is only only an initial pitch that I would probably put here. But this is typically an application right now working in production in a couple of places. Now, how do I get that? That's a different. I have not been prepared or prepped on this call at this point. I'm sorry, I
yeah,
couldn't show
It's,
that.
that's fair, because I get your point. I mean, then in my
Mhm.
mind, I know ServiceNow very well. I know this uh, area very well. So I'm trying to get a good picture in my mind how to sell this. But I want to see, so in your next, again, we are adding homeworks on your plate. And that's why your job is going to be very critical in next few days. Find a way to show, okay,